You see this bell icon here? Hit it now and we'll ensure you get delivered the very best of reviews, interviews and pop culture content.
RRR is a jaw-dropping marriage of history and fantasy. With most fantasy epics and superhero movies, the actual drama is rooted in emotions. The scale and action sequences are expected, but in an S.S. Rajamouli movie, the template is reversed. The fantasy of these films are just about tethered to reality, so the basic emotions are expected. The actual drama then is rooted in the action and scale. While watching, there's always a sense that these are human beings breaking barriers. These are ordinary people prone to extraordinary feats. So the audacity of the spectacles, a tribal warrior trapping a tiger in the forest, a cop single-handedly repelling a bloodthirsty mob, tends to feel far more gratifying than the narrative conflicts and bonds. The massive moments where flesh and blood heroes behave like immortal gods then stand out. It's this slight shift of perspective that makes a Magadira, a Bahubali, and now an RRR such a distinctly thrilling experience. The music, the cinematography, the editing, and the timing often combine to make us expect the unexpected and still be surprised by it. Nearly every action scene has 3 acts, none of which ever get away from the viewer. We see precisely how each blow lands. We know where each character is. We remain aware of who is winning and how every drop of blood is drawn. There are no cheat frames. I barely made notes during the film because missing even a single second of battle would distort the clarity of its rhythm. On the surface, RRR is a fictional origin story of 2 freedom fighters. History says that guerrilla rebel Alluri Sitaram Raju, aka Ramaraju, and Gaunt tribe leader Komaram Bhim never crossed paths in their war against the British Empire. But K.V. Vijayendra Prasad's sprawling premise not only reimagines their unlikely friendship and rivalry, it presents them as fiercely individualistic strivers yet to realize the benefits of a united front. Ramaraju, who is played by Ram Charan, is all fire, a fearless British Indian policeman tasked with hunting down a mysterious Gondi warrior who is rumoured to be coming after mega villain Governor Scott. If Ramaraju succeeds, his reward will be a promotion to special officer, a post he desperately wants for a hidden agenda. Bhim, who is played by N.T. Ramaraj Jr., is all water. He's that elusive Gondi warrior, disguised as a modest Muslim mechanic, busy hatching a plot to rescue a little girl enslaved by Governor Scott and his evil wife. The two meet under their fake aliases while saving a boy from a river on fire. And they shake hands while walking on the riverbed. Yes, it's true, that happens. And start their own little bromance, occasionally distracted by their original plans. This little Manmohan Desai thread of brotherhood is not all that jarring. The foundation of their bond is bravery in an ocean of oppression. It's almost natural that despite their filmy differences, where one is a simpleton and the other is educated, they would gravitate towards each other. Rajamouli is that rare director who has the craft and vision to make a movie without being held accountable for its loopholes. It's a trade-off that very few can pull off. The spectacle is so attractive that it has every right to distract us from those dreary interludes and cheesy lines. It's fully committed masala storytelling, where the ravishing waltzes with the ridiculous and where the build-up is so basic that it gets the audience craving for the inevitable release. As a result, the many reductive tropes, the second-hand status of women, where Alia Bhatt has all but one scene, the broad strokes painting Adivasi uprisings, the caricaturish British characters, and the diplomatic Nizam references, they don't feel like deal breakers. By being so unapologetically direct, what RRR does is stay more alive to the world of not just pre-independence India, but also the India of today. Its caste and class complexities, its political and religious divides, in a manner that's more empowering than educative. But perhaps the main reason RRR works, despite a protracted second half that nearly reaches the land of no return, is its hybrid identity. The surface level definition of the film is a period freedom fighter fantasy actioner, but RRR can really be described as a daring confluence of Indian mythology and life. It's also particularly refreshing that this isn't a film about binary good or bad people. Both Ramaraju and Bhim don't mind sacrificing their humanity and principles on their way to salvation. But in the hands of Rajamouli, transformation is the cornerstone of cinematic catharsis. It's not just about men transitioning from ignorant to enlightened, sad to happy, or anti hero to hero. It's about humans morphing into fable, history turning into heavens and hells, and life transforming into visual literature. You can read my full review on our website www.filmcompanion.in.